Hello, you guys. It's been a little while here. Basically, I had like a trauma response while editing my Kings Island vlog, so I fully stopped that and just kind of stopped altogether again. I'll make another video talking about that. For now, I want to just catch you guys up a little bit. I'm 30. I'm 30 and 3 days old, so that's exciting. Happy birthday to me. 30 feels a lot different than the rest of my life. 29 kind of sucked. 29 was really hard. Really went through a lot that year. I'm just sitting here. I'm visiting Portland for Portland Pride and to celebrate my birthday with my friends here. I've realized I have a really good group of friends here in Portland, and I've known them since 2020. We have a longer history. I'm kind of like, shoot, maybe I should have just moved to Portland instead of Chicago. I'm questioning that now because it's just so freaking nice here. I'm just sitting on a bench in this park, drinking a chaga latte from a little cafe that I walked to, and just really enjoying the nature. The nature here is so good, and there's so much access to it. That's something I miss about Chicago, honestly. I find kind of lacking in Chicago is the access to nature. Like, I have a tiny little park down, literally out the front door of my building, which is cute, but she's small, and I do love that that little park has access to the water, though, right on the water, which is cool. But here, the nature is just so much more grand, so much more wild. Like, the variety is so cool. The trees are huge. Like, holy shit. Look at this thing. This tree is huge. So is this one. They're freaking gigantic. And I just love walking around little neighborhoods and seeing the native plants and the yards that aren't manicured green turf, that aren't terrarium houses, you know, that are like real and they're unique and they're different and they're human. They're connected to the earth and the planet. And some of them even have like certified backyard habitat little signs that you can get, and pesticide-free yard to help the little ecosystems. It's just like, fuck, I love that shit. Like, Portland feels a lot like Europe in that aspect. Like, Europe feels way more connected to the earth than the US does overall, and that's something I absolutely love about Europe and very much vibe with that I don't vibe with in the US overall. This fucking country, bro. Everything feels like it's literally going to shit. Capitalism is destroying the earth. Just rewards and fuels the worst aspects of humanity. Greed is just taking over. It is so fucking crazy. Yeah, I hope we see the fall of capitalism in our lifetime. I think we probably will. Right now, something I'm doing to kind of cope with everything is just every single day, I say to myself, good always wins. It's hard, you know, because there's times where like every single headline is just insanity. Seeing more and more videos of people getting taken by ICE from Home Depot parking lots, from in front of their house in their neighborhood, families literally being ripped apart in the street. It's concerning, but I'm just continuing to say good always wins. And, you know, if fear fuels fascism, then hope fights it. So we gotta remain hopeful. But anyway, back to my Portland conversation. I have such a good group of friends here. It was so lovely to get to spend my 30th birthday here. I was feeling a little concerned about what I wanted to do for my 30th in Chicago, because I'm not really close with anyone there other than Wes, you know, obviously. But he's kind of the only person. He's my main connection there. And so it was really great when Sean and Tony texted me asking if I want to come up for Pride. I was like, yes, and also it'll be my 30th birthday. So that was such a lovely celebration. I got to experience Rooster Rock here. I loved going out to Rooster Rock so much. Oh my God. The Columbia River Gorge is beautiful. Beautiful, excuse me. And it's a place where you can take all your clothes off too. So I love clothing optional beaches. I'm like, literally every beach should be clothing optional. Like, y'all need to calm down about nudity. It's really no big deal. It's exactly not harmful. Like, it's just people existing. Like, nobody's being hurt by that. And that's something else I love about Europe, for example, too. You can just go to a park and take all your clothes off and it's fine. Like it's no big deal. And I just love that. First, like, really difficult thing for me to understand in my life in this weird ass world we live in was clothes. I think it took me till about 4 or 5 where I finally like wore clothes consistently. Like, my mom can attest to this. She would dress me in the parking lot of Walmart, like in the car, because I hated wearing clothes. As soon as we got back in the car, I'd rip them all off again. I'd rip my diapers off. I was like potty trained at 2. I hated them. They were so restrictive and stupid. Like, so much more fun to be naked. That was lovely to get to be naked in the sun by the water and go swimming. Portland also has Mount Hood. I fucking love snowboarding, and that's just so close by here. Like, I went snowboarding once near Chicago at Cascade, and that was, I mean, I had fun. do not get me wrong. There was a terrain park. That's all I need to have fun is a little terrain park and I'm set. But she was small. She was a hill and not a mountain, that's for sure. Also, there is a very vibrant gay community here in Portland, and the men are very handsome and attractive, just like Chicago, but Chicago's is definitely bigger, so I feel like the dating pool is larger there, but also I find like, I mean, I've only been there for a year, and I've barely been going out this entire year, so I still need to go out, or still need to go find people and meet friends in other ways, other than like going out, for example. Like through hobbies. I want to do like an art class or something, wine and painting class or something, to get a hobby going and try to meet people outside of like the bars or parties or whatever, for example, because you can meet a lot of people at parties, but it's really hard to kind of break in beyond that. Or sometimes a lot of people I find at parties, just that's kind of all they do. Like that's their idea. That's like their only hobby, the only thing they do outside of work is like they just work and party, go to the gym, and that's it. And it's like, I want to not do that. I want to do more than that. I mean, I still want to party every so often, but like, not like I want to do other things. And I want people who do other things and want to do those things with me. So I'm trying to figure that out in Chicago. And it's like in Portland, I already have people here who I can do those things with. So it's like, that would be nice. One thing I hate though about Portland is that even though it's such a progressive freaking city, but this place is so car centric, bro. It makes my head hurt. It's like, ugh. It's like you can get around without a car here, but it would be way more difficult than in Chicago. And I love not having a car. I freaking hate cars. Cars are the scourge of the earth. There's just so many problems with vehicles and how much space they take away from people. So I don't know how, I feel like getting around would be much more of a hassle here for me because I really don't want to own a car. That's about all my thoughts so far. The biggest one being I have a great community of friends here and like close friends. Like I have a really good like squad here of about 5 or 6 people who I really, really love. And that's so fun. I don't really know what I'll do yet. I have a broader concern that like in a year or so that the US won't really be safe anywhere, but hopefully that won't happen. But I do know that I do love how I feel when I'm visiting here. Hi. And I'm distracted by these little girls right now, hang on. What was I saying again? I don't know the answer, but I do know that I love how I feel when I'm here. And I feel like that's definitely worth listening to. There's still a lot calling me to Chicago though. I kind of feel like Chicago is still the right place for me. Who knows? Maybe I end up moving to Portland sooner than later. My literal like life plan for moving to Chicago is I'll move to Chicago and find a husband and then we'll come settle in Portland. That's the grand scheme. So let's see how that plays out, you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.